Hi, and welcome to Geordie Rambles, the channel where I walk, talk and explore. Today I go up Pen-y-ghent, one of the famous three Yorkshire peaks located in the Yorkshire Dales. And I'm joined today by one of my best friends, Biff, and we talk about making friends as adults. The challenges to this, why it's important to us, and how we've gone about making friends over the years. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for many more walks just like this one. You can also find walks around London and across the UK on my channel, and I talk about all sorts of other well-being themes there. I hope you enjoy.
And please do not try to use the foot crossing until the train has left the station.
Morning and welcome to Geordie Rambles. So, we're in West Yorkshire today and we're going to be climbing one of the three Yorkshire peaks. We're going to be climbing Pen-y-ghent today. First mountain we're doing on the channel, really excited. And today I'm joined by another friend. This is Biff.
Yeah.
Biff, how do we know each other?
We met at university. So that was like 2004, 2005?
Six, maybe 2006?
2006, so 20 years ago.
Today we are going to chat about making friends as adults, why we feel that's important, you know, how to make friends as adults and our experience of it, you know, whether we've moved and need to make new friends or whether people in our lives have sort of moved on to different places and doing different things to us, so we surround ourselves with other people.
Yeah, and I guess like thinking about the different ways that you kind of find friends, the different like motivations to find friends, and kind of build your community of people around you.
Yeah, right. Better get headed off.
Let's go.
And there it is. This is where we are heading. Not a bad day for it actually, considering we're still in February. So before we start, obviously we're already on a bit of an incline going up now, but I thought before we start really going up, just do a little sort of see where we're at. So we arrived yesterday and we went for a walk and we came up from London, and I just feel, today I feel quite refreshed and quite, I don't know, like the walk yesterday just loosened my mood a bit and sort of, it's hard to describe. I feel okay today. I feel at peace today.
At peace?
Yeah, at peace and sort of at one with things, because we spent yesterday sort of unwinding from all, you know, life stress and coming up from London and getting out into the fresh air, and I just feel good for it. How about you?
Yeah, I think I've woken up like really ready today. I feel the same. Like yesterday feels like the first walk kind of like blew the cobwebs away a little bit.
Yeah.
And today I feel like really present and really kind of ready to just kind of be out in nature, kind of forget about the world a little bit, and just blow more cobwebs.
Yeah, sort of recharge a bit.
Yeah,
like, but in a really healthy way.
Yeah. And
like
I feel like I've got energy to like do that and
to
go,
throw
like,
it.
Yeah.
Making friends when you're an adult, like for me, I think it's really important, because I think throughout your life, always try and like develop and learn new points of view and keep growing as a person. I think that's really important no matter what age. That shouldn't change. So, and if you make new friends, they'll challenge your perceptions and views of things, because they'll come in with something so different. That makes sense. And I just find that really interesting, and that keeps you fresh.
Yeah.
Keeps your mind fresh. It keeps you, so for me, making friends throughout life is a priority for me, and it always will be. Obviously there's times where there isn't enough time to do that, to to give the energy to make new friends, but I do a lot times in life where I feel that, right, it's time to shake things up.
Are there particular moments that you've kind of noticed that you've gone, oh, actually, I really want to kind of refresh my pool of friends at the minute, or?
Yeah, when you feel a bit stuck or a bit, you know, like things are a bit samey and a bit, you know, in your head even, like you can sort of feel when you start getting a bit trapped in your own ways of thinking, and especially as you get a bit older, we're in like our 30s, and you do start getting a bit stuck in ways of thinking and sort of like, and I'm not one of these people who buys that, oh, once you're a certain age you can't change. So I think that's an absolute BS, quite frankly.
Sure.
I think you need to push harder the older you get, to keep trying to change and remain open. And what do you think making new friends as an adult is important?
Oh, totally. I think there's so many different kind of reasons or moments in my kind of adult life that I've chosen to kind of refresh my friendship circle, or just kind of bring in a different kind of perspective or energy, I guess, sometimes. And sometimes that's been because I've moved area. And
also like a physical reason rather than a
maybe
choice.
Some of my friends maybe are then suddenly kind of much more distant, and I've wanted to kind of create a bit of a community closer to me while still maintaining the friends that are kind of long-term and kind of maybe at that moment distant. But I also think there's something in kind of, there's been moments where I've suddenly realised that everybody around me either kind of thinks the same, or like you kind of get in a little bubble. And I think there's something really powerful in reminding yourself that like we are a really, really diverse human race who have lots of different perspectives, experiences of the world. And I guess there's moments where I just happen to have kind of built different friendships at different points in my life, whether that's because I've not even necessarily moved full area, but maybe moved house and then kind of moved in with a different group of flatmates that maybe weren't the kind of people that I would choose to be friends with, and then suddenly kind of by spending time with them
it's organically
nice.
Making new friends is, well, for me it's very important, but that doesn't discredit old friends.
Oh no,
like the longer you've known someone, like when they know you and they know your sense of humour, you can be an absolute dickhead around them, and it's really fun. And there's nothing beats that.
The familiarity
of old friends, school friends and uni friends, and like
totally. And I think for me, I don't know, that it's like for me, some of my friends are like my family, and sometimes kind of closer than my family, like they're my chosen family in a really kind of major important way, where like I can not see them for years and then kind of come back together, and like that connection that we have is just really, really powerful. And those moments where your old friends meet your new friends is really exciting.
It's not discrediting old friends at all. Like there's nothing beats old friends, but I never want to fall into the comfort of that, because old friends are comfy and they like putting on a really comfy old jumper. Lovely, but sometimes we need to put on a new shirt.
And sometimes
it's a cheesy analogy, but we do. Like, you know what I mean?
And sometimes it's also about like pushing yourself in, like out of your comfort zone, and putting yourself in an environment with new people, or like just to kind of keep you alive and fresh and kind of on your toes. And
100%.
And I think that is like the exciting thing as well. That sometimes is really, really scary. Like making new friends can be really, really hard and really scary. But I think as adults, no matter how old you are, or just as people, I think to kind of put yourself in those environments of your stretch zone can be really important.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more. Right, up the mountain.
Let's go.
So I mentioned earlier there's 3 Yorkshire Peaks. What we're looking at here, that's Ingleborough, that's one of the other ones, which I'll definitely get on camera at some point. Pen-y-ghent likely means hill on the border. It's from an old like Cumbrian, or what would be today's modern Welsh. Pen means top, and then there's even talk that Ghent in a certain language meant heathen, which just really shows how like far back this place goes and these old landscapes, how historic they are. I've done Pen-y-ghent a few times now, so it's really nice. It sort of feels like visiting an old friend, but I also just get really excited and exhilarated climbing a mountain. I don't know about you, Beth.
Yeah, totally.
It's invigorating, it's exciting, you know?
Especially when you're just at the bottom of it and you
Yes.
can kind of start to see the formation of it and
Yes.
how you might have to navigate.
And it is actually pretty steep, you know? But it's nice as well, like I was saying, we haven't had to use a map. It's all signposted really well. If you're ever wanting to do a mountain and weren't sure, this would be a great one to start with because it is a good sort of beginner size and, as I say, well sort of signposted.
It's like, it's like kind of pushing your body into like limits to a certain extent. And even though this isn't like the limit that I can push myself, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, there's something nice about kind of seeing how far you can take your body.
So we've just done the sort of scramble. We're not at the peak yet, but we've done the scramble. It's really windy up here. How's that?
Yeah, good. Really, like really smooth actually. I felt
Yes.
like once I found a bit of a rhythm and momentum,
Yes.
You could like find your footing really easily. Actually.
Yeah. It's steep, but not too overwhelming.
No, and I think when
think-
you like get a peak in your head and you're looking up, like I don't know, I get a bit of vertigo and a bit scared when I look
Right.
at height. But like when I'm just literally like looking at the point where I'm aiming for, and then being able to like I just keep going, and I feel like that really drives me up.
Yes. Well, we made it. We did it. The top of the trig was really busy, wasn't it?
Yes,
so you
so
couldn't really
busy.
film there. We got a photo.
To be fair, it's actually really busy everywhere today.
Well done, us.
Yes,
Well done.
we did it. Nice.
How does it feel?
Yeah, good. Refreshing.
Refreshing.
How do you
yeah.
feel?
Yeah, same. The views are stunning, as
Yeah,
you've probably
it's
seen.
a beautiful day. Perfect.
We've done
day.
really well and not too windy. Sorry, we're going down steps now. It's a really silly time to try and talk. But yeah, on our way down now. So when you're a grown up,
I don't even ever feel like I have grown
no,
up.
that's true. How do you make new friends? Because I was thinking about this. When we're young, we're in playgroup, we're
Yep.
in nursery, then we're in school.
Yeah.
Then if we're lucky enough, we're in college. We go to then university, and that's like what 5 opportunities presented through your young life to not collect friends, but to make friends. But after that, into adulthood, those given opportunities are removed.
Yeah.
There's no longer beyond work colleagues and, you know, making friends at work. But beyond that, we actually get given those opportunities. There isn't really any others, are there?
I think you have to make them, like,
Yes.
realistically. And I guess like work for lots of people is the place that they make their social connections.
Yeah.
I think what's challenging is like I for a long time did make all of my friends through work. Like my work is very, very social. The nature of it means that I guess the lines between work and life were often blurred, and I think
Yeah.
because I'd learnt to make friends in the same way through school and through college and uni and whatever, like that became natural to do it. But the reality is that I don't know, there's like some of my friends that I've made through work, once I've then left those workplaces, I've just realised that actually the thing that connected us was the work and not necessarily more than
Actual,
that.
like,
And
yeah.
so I think you really do have to kind of think about like different aspects of who you want in your social circle and what you get from them and gain from them.
Yeah, for me, when I first moved to London, after about maybe a year of getting settled in, I made a real drive.
Yeah.
I started doing some amateur theatre and I joined a walking group, and I find what you were saying, if you're doing an activity with people, you can talk about the activity.
Yep.
And you'll build organic friendships that way, as opposed to, I would struggle with the idea of I'm going to go and sit in a coffee shop to make
To go
friends.
and find people.
I would struggle with that. But the one thing I will say as an adult trying to make friends, the time and effort you put in compared to the outcome's huge.
Yeah.
It has to be a genuine commitment to, like, you might meet 30 people a few times and make one new friend.
And they say even like with that like if you find that one person that you feel like you've got that deeper connection with, that it takes 13 hours to actually secure a proper relationship
Is that what they
with
say,
someone.
13 hours?
13 hours. I've recently been going to like some meetups, which is like really, really, really out of my comfort zone. And I guess like I've kind of quite consciously chose to go to queer meetups, which when I was younger I would have like felt almost allergic to, like the idea of doing anything like that. I would have just been like, that is not me. Like why am I kind of using my identity or parts of my identity to be the connector? No, like I wanted to do things like you, like go for like a walking
group, or
like,
where there's an activity rather than
absolutely. But then there's a reality, I guess, that there is also a thing about like trying to find your tribe and who are the people that are going to understand you. And I guess like just being able to shortcut some of that and not have to decode aspects of my identity and who I am with new people, or even take the risk that I'm going to necessarily be accepted in those places, I think is like one of the reasons that kind of pushed me to go into that space. That was an impressive gate handling there. But yeah, I guess that's been something. But even then, like in those places, there's definitely people that I'm like, there's not an assumption that just because the people there are queer that I'm going to get on with them all.
And we did mention a few things there. What was a friend Bumble?
Bumble BFF.
Bumble BFF, Meetup, just a few examples if you were thinking you literally don't even know where to begin. There's some great starting points, you know what I mean?
I think starting with your interests, I think, is a really, really good thing. Like there's like loads of Lego clubs and like gaming clubs.
And if you don't know your interests, that's like, you can find them, try a few bits and bobs. So you don't have to be an expert in something to go along and have a go, just like get yourself out there.
Yeah.
So we're heading back to Horton in Ribbleshead? Horton in Ribbleshead or Dale, one of the two. And just looking up at Pen-y-ghent where we've been, it's really nice. You can feel really accomplished and really proud that we did that with our morning. Like we got up and got out and did it, and now it feels really good, and it feels really good in my body and good in my mind.
He's gonna come up and get you.
No. You okay? Muddy shoes.
We are, what is it, Horton in Ribblesdale. So we've made it back to Horton in Ribblesdale now. You can see Pen-y-ghent in the background there, and we're getting the train back to Skipton. Have you had a good time?
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah, it really has. To do that in the morning just feels fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with us and hearing us chat a bit about making new friends as an adult and what that can bring to you, and the sort of the challenges and barriers to that and how to do it. And I hope you enjoyed coming up Pen-y-ghent. It was really, really fun. Will you come and join us on a walk again?
Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. Hope so. Actually, we might be doing something quite exciting in the summer, something I've never done before, but we'll see. Please don't forget, as always, to give this video a like, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll have loads more walks coming up, as usual, in and around London, up in the northeast and across the UK. Got loads of plans. So I'll see you for the next walk. Bye.
Bye.